Jason Finley is the global golf ball director for Callaway Golf. Jason, welcome to the show, my man. This is a big week for Callaway. How pumped up are you guys?
We're excited. We got a lot of exciting new products and really looking forward to it. This is kind of the kickoff of the season for us.
All right, let's jump into these new products. Let's talk about, Jason, I like to call it a symphony of technology in golf balls, that you have these different layers, you have these different elements, and while they're working with the rest of the technology, sometimes they're working in direct contrast to in order to get a dynamic performance. Could you talk to us about what your philosophy is, where you guys are going, and then we'll break down these golf ball styles and models individually?
Yeah, I think you're right. Across the board, obviously our goal is to create the highest performing products, regardless of the type of player that the product's for or the model, right? So we want to have top to bottom the best performing products, and that comes to life in many different ways, kind of depending on what the player is looking for in their game. And it's really important to make sure that you have the best performance that you're willing really to spend money on. And you're going to get different technologies based on the different products, and they're going to deliver different outcomes. And each of the pieces of a golf ball, if you will, are all about evaluating kind of the different trade-offs or performance characteristics that you're driving towards.
Okay, let's talk about some of the performance characteristics, because I know that they are broken down into the respective models that we're discussing today. What is new? What's happening in 2025? What are you going to deliver to the golfers of the world? And I would ask you here, because we want to go deep. Take your time, go through each one of these models so that we can understand what the technology is and who it applies for.
Yeah, so starting from the top of our lineup, we have our Chrome Tour lineup of products, which came out in 2024. And we will continue with Chrome Tour and Chrome Tour X. But we have a new addition this year with Chrome Tour Triple Diamond, which is really a unique product geared towards that higher swinging player that's looking for a lower spin profile. It's going to be really fast, arguably the fastest kind of tour ball on the market. So it's going to really provide that enhanced distance that you're looking for, while still having the characteristics of a tour ball with the spin and control of the tour urethane cover around the green. And all of our Chrome line of golf balls will also feature our seamless tour arrow technology, which is going to deliver a much more consistent ball flight and consistent kind of distance dispersion, I would say, as well, which is going to give the golfer more consistency in their game, which, if you start to think about some of the strokes gain stats and things like that, are going to be really important for that as well. So that's at the kind of top end of our range. And then as we move into our soft platform, that's really led by the Chrome Soft that will continue in 2025. And then we have some new additions with the new ERC Soft golf ball, which you can see on the screen there. This is going to be the first golf ball that we really fully have leveraged artificial intelligence in the design of the product, and really got an exciting product that will not make that trade-off of trading off distance for enhanced control around the green. So a really long golf ball for players, but it's also going to have significantly enhanced spin and control around the green, with a softer cover working in concert with a really firm mantle layer and a really soft inner core as well. So overall, a really exciting new product for us. And then our next product that I think is really important. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was going to ask you about the Super Soft. You're going down that road.
Yeah, that's where I'm going next, is the new Super Soft, which has been a really popular ball for us, and people love it. And as you can see, there comes in a pretty wide variety of options. And as we think about this product, this is going to be a product that's going to be the softest, certainly in our lineup, but probably in the industry as well. And that's going to provide a lot of benefits for the player that may have a slightly lower swing speed, may miss it around the face a little bit more. So it's going to have tremendous feel even on those miss hits. So we all are probably a little more familiar than we want to be with those, particularly on cold mornings where you miss hit a shot and that harsh feeling. You're not going to get that here with the Super Soft, and with its low spin profile, it's going to have a really straight ball flight for a lot of players, again, with that really soft feel.
Okay, so Jason, first of all, let me diverge for just 1 second because you mentioned cold mornings, and the vast majority of our audience is, I think, tucked in under a blanket of snow. Is it true that the night before, you know you're going to play golf, you know it's going to be cold when you go out, you're better off keeping your golf balls in the house, you're better off keeping them inside, you're better off keeping them warm so that they'll perform better when you get out on the golf course? True, or is that a myth?
Yeah, I don't know about warm necessarily, but like a room temperature would certainly be better, right? It's not going to feel as harsh, and while the performance won't be significantly different, the feel of them will. It's like anything, right? When you have a little warmth, it's going to be a little bit better. So yeah, I would always say if you are going out on a cold morning, not to keep them in your trunk or something like that.
What's the biggest misunderstanding with golf balls amongst golfers?
Well, I'll tell you the worst thing that I hear is when you ask somebody what golf ball they play and they say, oh, the one I found in the woods. I would say for golfers, and obviously I would much prefer it to be a Callaway, but I would always prefer that or recommend a player to play the same golf ball, whatever they do, right? Because there are differences between balls. You heard me talking about just a few in our lineup, but that exists with the competition as well. And the whole point of us playing this game is to bring more consistency, to play better, to beat our friends, whatever it may be, and to bring more consistency to your game through the same golf ball is going to be super, super important. So the next thing I would say would be to, when you get fit for golf clubs, ideally you get fit with the same golf ball that you play, if not at least something close, right? Like I would say that, if I walk in and you fit me, just thinking about our lineup, with a super soft today and you fit me, and then I walk in tomorrow and you fit me with a Chrome Tour X, which are about the ends of our spectrum, if I get fit into the same golf clubs, it probably wasn't a very good fit. So it's really important to bring more of that consistency to your game.
All right, what about the best players in the world? What is it like when you're working with your stable and ensuring that from the array of golf balls that you have, maybe it's the Chrome Tour, I don't know, but what do you go through in that whole process?
Yeah, so it's really understanding the needs and what's important to their game, and I would say frankly that's important with tour players, but it also is with everyday golfers, right? So I think it's one of two things. It's either maximizing the areas that you're good at, or trying to solve maybe an area that you have less skill in, right? So with tour players in particular, it's understanding what's most important to their game, and how they want to hit shots as they move around the golf course. So for some, that's maximizing the spin so they can hit more, I'd say, controlled shots, particularly in the conditions that they play, firmer greens, more tuck pins than probably the rest of us do. But some also want to be more in control when they're taking spin off of shots, where some want to hit more full shots as they move around the golf course. So it's really understanding kind of how the different players play and what's important to their game, or most important to their game.
Some of the beauty shots, as we call it in the business, that we've been showing you for golf balls show an array of colors. How important are optics right now to golf ball offerings?
It's super important. And if you look through our lineup, obviously like in Super Soft, we have 9 different varieties, and the ERC Soft, as you see there, we have 4. And what I would say is the visual presentation of golf balls has pretty dramatically changed through the years. And part of that's just to address different desires from people to stand out and look a little different. You see it in what people wear too. But part of it is what I would call functional technology as well. So we're really big on no decoration just for the sake of decoration. They all have functional benefits to them as well. So whether it's our True Track technology or Triple Track technology, which aid in alignment, you can see that there on the screen. There's definitely a benefit to the golfer who's looking for more enhanced ability to help line up their products and things like that. So we've seen great success with that. And I would say we sell more golf balls that are non-traditional, in the sense of traditional being just white standard golf balls, than we do that are not.
Jason Finley is the global golf ball director for Callaway Golf. Jason, awesome. Thank you very much for your time. How excited are you? How excited is Callaway for their golf ball offerings in 2025?
Super excited. We're on a pretty good trajectory with what we've done in this category. And for us here at Callaway, it's a category where we're really committed to. We made a lot of investment as well with what we've done in our plants around the world, and really excited about what's to come for Callaway golf balls.